Welcome back to my channel. I am Luxuriously Layla, and before we get started with today's video, please subscribe and like this video so that it will help out the YouTube algorithm and it will push this video for other viewers to watch, and pretty much is beneficial all around. Okay, so today's video is stop worrying, Allah is the best to provide. So part of the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I know that I'm not the only one, and if it's something that I'm experiencing, then something that someone else is experiencing as well. So stop worrying, Allah is to provide. Of course, worrying, having fear, stressing, all of these things are natural responses to life and just the basic process of having challenges and then overcoming them, and then experiencing more challenges and then overcoming those challenges. But sometimes life and these different challenges that we experience, it can be very overbearing and very difficult to even overcome, because sometimes it may leave you thinking that you may not be able to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, or you won't end up on top of what you're trying to do, which is pretty much the same thing. But anyway, basically, to stop worrying so much on the outcome and to just do it, to just keep going, to have faith in yourself and have faith in Allah, that you're not being left alone. As long as you keep Allah in your day-to-day life and such, then you're not left alone, because Allah is closer to us than our jugular vein, which I think is an ayat in the Quran. But anyway, Allah is closer to us than we can even imagine, really. And keeping that in mind can be very helpful to your psyche, and knowing that even though you're worrying about something, then you're still not alone. And at some point, with all this struggle, with all this hard work that you're putting in, you're going to end up having whatever it is that you wanted in the first place. And for me, what the title means to me a lot, stop worrying, Allah is the best to provide, is a quick story time. Is that last year, 2023, I was struggling financially with getting the funds for me to go back to school for the next semester, which has just passed. And I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to go to school. I even started looking up free colleges, and they were like, oh, it's in Europe and places in such as Germany and such. And then I found out that it's not free, it's more so reduced, and also has other requirements. I forgot exactly what all those requirements were. And then another reason why I just decided that that route wasn't for me is because it was saying that I had to start all over, and I had already completed 1 year. But anyway, I kept on persevering and trying not to stress over it, because when I found out that I was oh, you may not be able to go to school, I wasn't stressed out. It was more of a okay, I tried, it is what it is type of situation. But what happened is that I ended up getting 2 scholarships, which paid for the other parts of the bill, so that way I didn't have to pay out of pocket and everything was covered for. And I also had money left over. But the thing is, the money that's left over, I'm using that for my next semester coming up, and I still don't have enough money for that, so I'm in the same predicament. I haven't stopped applying for scholarships, but yeah, college is it's difficult in its own way. But anyway, stop worrying. Allah is the best to provide. I had to stop worrying and basically be more calm and composed about the situation, that just because I wasn't able to afford the semester, it wasn't the end of the world, and it wasn't like that was like the worst. It wasn't like that was the worst thing that could be happening. So it made me grateful of what I did have, and that I had other opportunities and other routes that I could pursue. It wasn't like college was my only route to success, or it was my only thing that I had going for myself at that time. I had other things. I don't know what those other things were exactly, because it was like a year ago. But basically, I had stopped worrying. Oh, I remember. One of the things I did was I got a job. It was tragic. Maybe I'll make a story time about that. But anyway, I keep saying whatever. Okay, so in the meantime that I didn't have the finances, is that I was working a bit. I was still applying for scholarships, and I was keeping myself occupied with my hobbies that I had, and that pretty much made me feel more accomplished and kept myself busy and basically just enjoying the summer, because it was still summer, and it's best to, when you're on vacation, to actually enjoy the vacation that you're on rather than stressing about work or school or whatever it is. Like, have fun. So stop worrying. Allah is the best to provide. When I say provide, I mean resources, I mean money, I mean Allah providing you with the time and energy to get things that you want to get done, because sometimes we may not have the time that we think we have, or we may not have the energy, but sometimes Allah will give you that strength and give you these daily reminders, like, it's okay that you're tired, go take a nap. And then once you take a nap, then you feel more rejuvenated, you feel more energetic, you feel a sense of, I don't know, like high energy, to excitement, to like to do what you wanted to do, or well, do what you needed to do, that you placed a high priority on. Another thing with to stop worrying and stop worrying, Allah is the best to provide, is that even though it seems like we're so even though it seems like we're like so far away from the goal that we have, there will be, well, I know I do. I sometimes have these reminders of where I started or where I was before. Like, let's say For example, I'm trying to get to Z, but I'm at R. I don't know. But sometimes I'll remember where I was before R, and I was at A, like at the very beginning. And that's just to show that you're moving and you're progressing, basically. And to keep in mind of where you started and how far you have come to where you are today. And yeah, a reason why you should stop worrying and to keep in remembrance that Allah is the best to provide, it's to reduce a lot of stress that you have. And stress, it's obvious that stress is not good for the body at all. Well, actually, sometimes stress is good for the body. It's just that the type of stress and having a prolonged time of stress, that is what could be harmful. But in terms of an unhealthy amount of stress, it's not good for you because it can make you sick. It can make you sick, and it can also potentially have you pass on to the next life. And why am I smiling about this? But basically, yeah, don't stress so much on things that it causes you to be sick, or it causes you to just like not feel your best. And keeping in mind your goals and tracking your progress with your goals, that would do a lot more like uplifting and keeping you hopeful and having faith and basically getting closer to whatever the goal was in that positive aspect. It's better that way rather than stressing and focusing on the negative and thinking how far away you are from that specific goal. But anyway, another reason why I wanted to make this video to stop worrying Allah is the best to provide is because I sometimes may feel like I don't have I may not have all that I need, whether that's the time and energy, or as I was saying before, the money with college. I just have to keep in mind that I will have what it is that I need, and I will have what it is that I want, as long as I'm putting forth that effort, as long as I am praying and staying grateful for what I do have and keeping Allah in remembrance. Because a lot of times having that effort is just enough initiative basically for you to have whatever it is that you want to have. Because on one aspect it's having the intention, but just by having the effort and putting forth that energy to getting whatever it is that you want to get, that really gives you like a higher chance to get whatever it is that you're trying to get. So yeah, it's like a 95% chance or something. I know that's very random and not statistical. I'm not sure if that's an actual word, but yeah, is basically if you put forth the effort, there's a high chance, very, very, very high chance that you will get whatever it is that you wanted. And that is pretty much it for this video. I'm not sure exactly what else to say, but thank you for watching all the way through. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share, comment. What do I want you to comment? Comment how you overcome some of your challenges and how you remind yourself not to be so stressed out, and how you remain calm about things even though it seems like you may not have everything that you want. I know that's like a whole mouthful, but anyway, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and thank you for watching.